In the Mix is presented by Bon Thai Restaurant and Lounge, serving authentic Thai cuisine in the heart of Tumon. Bon Thai, home of smiles.
Welcome back. Here's Noelle Monge with the Pepsi Pulse.
Pepsi Pulse is brought to you by Pepsi.
My name is Joshua Agerstrand. Sometimes on Instagram, Joshua Barrigada. It's just my village where my grandparents picked the house, you know. I've been doing art, I guess, forever, since I'm a little kid, like most artists.
Local artist Josh has recently made waves in the local scene with his involvement in projects like Powwow, KUAM, and GAX. What encouraged Josh to develop his craft as well as a creative community on KUAM was the similar groups he saw while in the States for college.
I hung out in a college town that had a little punk scene, a little art scene. They have like a First Fridays, like many people who got to the States for college, you experience that little thing. And I remember thinking that maybe that it was really hard to have art scene or do something big, and then you go out there and you realize like, oh, this art scene is so small and it's just the locals, and they throw up a little stuff on First Fridays, and there's a band, there's some wine and cheese, and it's just a community.
When Josh came back to KUAM in 2008, he and his friends tried to translate the art scene they experienced on the mainland to what the local community wanted to see and experience for itself. He attributes the success of his projects to a stroke of luck, including his involvement with GAX.
All the right people were in the same place, and there's a lot of opportunity that were given from who were our bosses at the time. They would give us a space, the bakers would give us a space inside the plaza. Jeff would make art, and then we'd go like, hey, let's go find every artist on KUAM. It just started like it's weird to explain, but it started like an experiment. And no one thought it was going to like last or help the scene grow, which I guess that's the best thing GAX could boast about, you know? And that's not me doing it, that's not even our team. I felt like the scene like made itself, like it just appeared because it wanted to exist.
Josh's mission was to gather artists of all walks of life, the shy and the social, those that didn't believe in their craft, and those just waiting for public praise. When Powwow arrived and expanded on KUAM, he used the opportunity as a way to give some of KUAM's best talent more exposure.
The way that Powwow stuff just came to KUAM, it was just complete luck. And I feel like we're all very lucky that we got experience and we got to have that kind of talent here, because we really want, like in the scene, like we really want all of the younger guys to grow up and be way better than I guess we were, you know, and have more opportunities than we had, because we believe that KUAM could create world-class artists and start exporting them off island. And I think when you see Powwow, not only is it for the community where it's public art that's there everywhere, you don't have to pay admission fee, like it's just there when you drive, and it makes the island more beautiful. It also benefits the local artists because they either, we have a lot of them either assist or watch, or they get to network with them.
As the exposure of local artists increases, Josh hopes that the young and rising talent of KUAM continues to create content specific to the issues of the region. He believes that artists on the island should use their unique perspectives to make the voices of the Pacific heard.
Artists always have there's like this adage where it says like, you make the art only you can make, right? And KUAM is a really unique, special place. And if anyone who's from here or has even just lived here for a couple of years, you understand that specialness. And it's different and it's weird and has its own thing and its own way of doing things. And the food's different, the clouds are different, whatever, right? And so that gives all the artists here a very unique point to talk about things.
And for those wanting to get their work out but are too afraid to make the leap, Josh's advice is to just post it and be confident in your creations. For more on his projects, you can follow Josh at Josh Barrigada.
Pepsi Pulse is brought to you by Pepsi.
And here's another look at the fashion from the red carpet at the Red Ball.
Calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.